Welcome to another DGen hour. We have a whole hour to get trading, get our market or our trades set up. We're going to start doing that right meow. So, as you can see here, we are on V2 beta. So, just a few things to go over with the V2 beta. If you do have access, if you do not, and you are watching this live, drop a comment, drop a like, retweet if on X, smash the like button on YouTube, drop a comment on YouTube. I don't really know. I mean, I guess you could share the YouTube link. I don't know where you're going to share it. Share it on your favorite socials. You like this fall cup? It's a fall cup, and it's spring. It's awesome. Very much so dad-lifing it at the moment. Let's see. First things first, we need to get a grip on the market. The biggest thing today is Apple did a huge buyback. So what is going on with Apple? And as you can see from our equities, we'll get into the equities here in just a minute. I just wanted to jump into Apple. Okay. So Apple hasn't moved too much. All right. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a runaway train. Tesla absolutely killing it. NVIDIA, the always up train. Now, there are some important ads here that are huge for traders. We have Micron, we have Intel, and we have Qualcomm. We have all the other kind of big ones here. Texas Instrument, of course, the Taiwan Semiconductor, Eli Lilly, the peptide play, and SanDisk. SanDisk and Micron, if you're unaware, they are the storage plays. Huge into AI. They're sold out. Basically, all these AI infrastructure things that are going on right now, and data centers are all kind of buying up all the supply. Matter of fact, they're pretty much sold out infinitum. Like there's not going to be a dime where they're going to have a surplus, we should say. So that's why if you're trying to buy storage at the moment, that's why it's so high. Yay! Looks like we also added, just to add to that, we also added, I think the other thing to add was palladium, copper, and platinum. So metals are also there. Commodities, still the same. Need to remove that. Copper, let's see, crude oil, just gas. Forex is Forex. I'm not big on Forex. I might need to get a Forex trader on here to help me out. One of the other big ads that I forgot to mention is Venice. This is crypto. This is Venice AI that's been exploding, and BitTensor, so Tau. I did a little bit more research on BitTensor. Apparently, it's actually a really big deal. If you were in the live yesterday for Flash Trade, I was kind of ignorant to what BitTensor was. It's actually a big deal. I didn't realize it was such a large community and such a heavily followed token, and potentially a pretty big project in general, AI play. So again, apologies for Flash Hour. Did not realize. Got some comments on it. Let's see, hybrid. Yeah, macro brief on both. So what I like to do here is get into, ooh, that's a good one. Matter of fact, let's do that. Marty Party. I'm going to bring up the screen here in just a moment so you don't have to watch me search through everything. One of the things that I like to do just to make it easy on you guys, I mean, you could bring it up yourself if you really wanted to. Not a problem, of course. It's just TradingView, but with TradingView, you can actually. Oh, cool! He has the sound. I was like, "What's that extra sound going on here?" So with TradingView, you can see here, you do have the liquidation lines. So the red are kind of the higher leverage. Yellow, of course, is a little bit lower. I can't remember the exact placement. I think it's like 100x's are red, 100x to like 80x, and then and above, of course, if there's higher leverage than that. Yellow is going to be your 70 to 50 ish, I think, somewhere around there. Dark blue, kind of like that 30 to 20, and then anything light blue is, of course, the lower leverage. And then he also has these interesting lines here. You can see crypto liquidation levels. So lots and lots. And actually, what's even better is he has all. I don't know how he did that. I mean, obviously, it wasn't in conjunction with us, but he has a lot of the tokens that we actually have on Flash Trade. He's sponsoring apparently Phoenix, which he should be sponsoring Flash Trade. But the liquidation lines here, it's just a really good, I think it's called Prometheus or something like that. You can look it up on Flash Trade, or not Flash Trade, on Trading View. So this is just a Trading View chart here. This is kind of like their if you have ever been on Trading View, if you ever used Trading View, you can actually set it up just like this. That's all he does. Every morning he'll set up the and then these are the pain point lines. So like obviously he's just setting up the dark lines to show you what could happen. So here what he's saying is that the relief line is here. They're probably going to push up to here. Same thing. So if they want to go down, they would hit here. If they want to go up, they would hit here. And he's just kind of measuring based off of the red, orangey, yellow lines. So basically on Sol, he's probably going to move Sol down to around the 93 level. And yep, he's going to move that down to the 98. So he's just adjusting his lines here to show you where the potential top and bottom are for today. It does look like actually it went below yesterday's. You could see actually yesterday's stuff. So it actually went below the line for yesterday. Bitcoin is down to 80, so 81. Bitcoin's high is 82. So this is good. This is always good intel to have because this is aggregated from across exchanges on the liquidation levels. So this is a really, really, really awesome kind of heat map that he has. How do I get out of it? Oh, there you go. There's no X button. All right. Now go to Super Grok. Super Grok. I should have a button where I'm just like, as I go to Super Grok, I hit it and it says Super Grok. Going on today in the market that I should be aware. It's not how you spell aware, but they'll get it. Aware of for traders. Something like that. You'll get it. Stock market. Key focus today, Tuesday, the 12th April, CPI. Yep. So CPI, headline CPI. So core CPI. When is that happening? Driven heavily by energy. US futures mixed to softer. Dow futures roughly flat, slightly up. Futures down. I probably should talk into the mic. Futures down. Monday close recorded. NASDAQ up modestly. Chip semiconductor stocks led gains amid AI optimism. Volatility. The VIX, volatility index. Volatility alleviated but not extreme, or elevated but not extreme. Expect swings post CPI. When is the CPI? Let's see. CPI in the afternoon. What time is the CPI? Just to get you guys an exact time over here. All right. So Eastern. Oh, so we already did it. So New York time. CPI report scheduled Tuesday. this is a key market moving event today. We noted earlier, market often seems increased volatility. Okay, cool. So potentially just today, we're going to be looking at a CPI call. Now, the big thing is for me is where do we get in? Now we are on the $10 to $10 to 1,000, and we've only had about 4 days. I apologize. We had accelerator that came in between. We had some other bumps in the road when it came to getting on a live dad life as well as family life. But we are back. We are back. We are back. Don't you worry. Don't you fret. Let's see. Share this tab. And now we need to figure out where we're going to be. Qualcomm. I really think as long as CPI stays healthy, SanDisk is down quite a bit. Let's go. We need to set up a good trade for intraday. So we were down heavy earlier today already. We're back up. So it shot back up. We've already had our retrace here. I really like the, let's see. Oop. What I think is going to happen is more than likely Bitcoin and Solana are going to have a nice rally. Hype doesn't seem to have too much on top. XRP doesn't seem to have too much on top. I love trading Solana. Big Solana trader. So I'm going to put my main bet on Solana for today. We're going to do that 20x instantly in. Typically, I like to do like a limit order, but today we're just going to go ahead and we are going to ride the lightning and get right into a trade so that it's not super boring for you guys. I'm also going to set up a second account so that we can do some more degenerate trading. I don't mean that in any derogatory way. But we do like to trade a little bit, just a little bit of the volatility. So we're going to also try our hand at, let's see. All right. I'm setting up a different burner account, Soulflare for the win. Soulflare is a great place to just set up a quick burner account. That's what I like to do, at least. Soulflare are the GOATs, in my opinion. If you disagree, you're wrong. Let's see. There we go. So we got just a smidge of Sol just to get the account first set up. I actually might need to add this to the white list for V2. So we'll see here in just a moment. I can't remember if I set this one up already. Did I set this up already? Maybe. I don't think I did. Okay. So deposit max. Accept. Awesome. There's our trading account. We are set up. We're good. Sweet. All right. That easy. Gosh, that's crazy how easy that is. So what you just saw me do there is this is your account where you can deposit Sol and USDC. Super easy. If you do need to be walked through it, you will see here the easy walkthrough or easy helper. You can even hit the button if you're on the help screen. You'll see the walkthrough. Super easy. Kind of just gets you started. Highlights the specific areas that you need to know about. Really, really easy onboarding. Very, very simple. Obviously, this doesn't have any trading history because we just opened up the this is my more degen E. If you do want to go to a degen trade and get in there quick, here's what I like to do. Oh no, I was just trying to enter. This is what I get for talking. I was just gonna throw in a 500x. No, right at the bottom. All right, so we're gonna have to wait a second. No, don't you run away on me. Oh, don't do it. Come back down just so I can get that next little morsel. What do we got over here? What do we got over here? I'm trying to switch back and forth. I have two screens. I just can't share two screens. Otherwise, that'd be kind of cool, actually. It would look super weird on StreamYard and be too crunched up. But the other thing I have open is the trading view, the liquidation lines. So I'm trying to see what they're going after. Market makers are notorious for going after the high leverage. So I'm trying to position myself in the opposite direction of what they want to smash. Let's go. All right, we're in. Oh, sweet. Okay. We're in. We're going. All right. I got to keep a really close eye on this. Otherwise, I'm totally screwed. Let's see. Background music. Now I got to get some juices flowing. Gotta drop the beat. Little low, little lo-fi. All right. Let's see if I get liquidated here. The cool part is I can get out super fast. Oh, like that. Oh my God. Did I get liquidated? Oh, sweet. I saved myself. Oh. All right. Now it's the perfect time to enter. No. Oh, go. All right. See if I got to get back out. Oh. Tell you, 500x is like a weird game. Replay like the absolute volatility. No. Oh my gosh, that's so fast. Holy moly. That is exhilarating / terrifying. All right. So we just did that. That's the thing. That just happened. That just happened live. This is why. Oh my gosh, you're kidding. That's hilarious. Let's see. Oh, did I wrong account again? What the? All right, enter. Yes. Let's see. All right, we've got 10 back on the main account. Now we just go to account, deposit. Jeez. All right, there we go. All right, look, magically back. Magic. All right, we're going with a little less. Today's going to be crazy volatile, so we'll see what we got here. Let's look at the 15-minute. What are we doing? We're just printing down. See you around. Let me know. If you guys don't have access to V2, you can see I'm getting in and out of trades super fast. This is the V2 architecture. We have a full revamp on the back end. We're able to offer an amazing amount of assets that you can get in and out of very, very, very quickly. It does look like we're on actually a downtrend, but here's what we're going to do because we're too degenerate to stay out. Yeah, we're going to do 10. I'm just going to do it. Go. We're going to brave it. Don't do it. Oh. Gotta get back to the position. See if we can get a good scalp up. Let's go. We just got a good scalp on that one. I don't know. What did we get? We got about $5.25. So we were in and out super fast. We're going to keep doing that with the 10. Let's see if we retrace. No, we are moving quick. Dude, Pith price feeds today are on fire. What did they do? What did they do? They turned on the volatility. It's their fault. No, it's CPI today, so today's going to be a super interesting day. It's going to be one of those days. Let's see when they rip. What are we at now? So they're going to rip this up too. At some point, they're going to be ripping this up to take out all these longs. So we need to be ready. Now we do need to watch our other account. So I'm going to switch real quick to the actual account where we are. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. All right, it switched. It's just because I'm switching in between the accounts. Took 1 millisecond, and now we're back. And what I'm going to do, so that we don't have a total loss here, I want to make sure that we are getting out at a reasonable. How much are we down? All right, so this side is not doing so hot. We might need to exit this trade pretty quickly here. We're at 20x, so it's not like crazy. Shouldn't be too insane. We'll see here if we recover. We went right in just because of the stream. So, well, lost some there. Let's go back to the burner. It's gonna be so volatile today. Good Lord. Second account. This is the degen trading count, not the 10 to 1000. Get rid of this liquidation line that's sticking. There we go. It's really hard for TradingView to, when you switch in between, to get super confused when you're switching wallets. Because what I'm doing right now is I'm literally switching wallets. Let's see. We'll see. Then we'll switch back over to, looks like we're bottoming out there. This is going to be a pretty confusing day. Now we're back on the degen account. Wish I would have thrown that in. $10. Let's see. Degen mode. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Whoa. Is Bitcoin just moving like that? I guess it is. Sheesh. I was about to say, Bitcoin leads the market, so I guess we took out the liquidation lines. It looks like that it wanted. So 80,100 is on the low with the top liquidations. They could go down after them. They just did it on Sol. So Sol's kind of washed out. If they want to go deeper. Oh, there you go. You can see they're following that liquidation line pretty good, actually. Kind of scary how close they follow that. And then, yeah, there we go. All right, and they got it all the way down. So prior to this, they went down there. Let's see. And then the top liquidation lines are where it looks like they'd want to go, because the cluster here, and you can see this cluster. So I think you can see, yeah, there you go. So right there, you can see that cluster. Looks like they're going to wash out the low and then bring it back to the high. I just don't know when they're going to do that. It does look like on a macro stance, 15-minute, 4-hour. I always like to look at a 4-hour. I mean, we still have more to go. If the 4-hour plays out, it could definitely pull back into the where Marty has it, which is about 91 right there. So we've got this kind of support band here that goes straight across, and that's right where the liquidation is. Possibility there, but it looks like this is where it either pushed above or fell below. I don't have any indicators up. We'll get those up real quick. RSI, Relative Strength Index, one of my favorites. So we're coming back down to the mid. And then let's get rid of this real quick so the screen does not get jumbled. And then do MACD. All right. MACD actually saying that we are going into the sell side. So if we're up, we're just going to take it. Going to take that little gain, pull back some of the profits that we had there. And then we're going to go look at equities. Let's see. We're pushing into the sell side. About SanDisk, pushing way into the sell side. Okay. How far into the sell side are we on BTC? We're already deep into the sell-off, though. What I'm going to wait for is right here. Here, I'll zoom in. On the higher time frame, I want to see the slowing down, which would be, this is the more velocity on the selling. So if you see here, this is more velocity on the selling. If you see here, you see a light pink. This means that the kind of sell side is slowing down. So the velocity on the sell side is slowing down. You can see here that hasn't flipped. If you have indicators, that would probably be some custom indicators. That would probably be something to really follow as well. Moving average, adaptive, just moving average. Just moving average. Oh, it went on the screen. It didn't close out. Well, we got a lot of those now. All right, we got one. All right, so we're below the moving average. See here. See here, it's a moving average. Boop, we pop below. So we are below in the sell-off little phase here. Is it looking back into the green on the short time frame? This could be really short-lived though on the short time frame. So, we'll switch back to the DGen account just to make sure that we're keeping it entertaining. In the DGen account, we strictly stick to the 1 minute. Switch up the music. Looking for the scalp. There we go. Got a little scalp off of that. Let's see. Yeah, I was about to say 26 cents. Little scalp. Actually, what's funny is the DGen account from the DGen account's doing better than the 10 to 1,000. Obviously, that could turn pretty quick with the. Let's see. We're pushing higher on the MACD. I don't want to clutter the screen here, so I could favorite these real quick. stop. Let's just favorite these so we can get to them fast. All right. Relative strength. Pushing out of here. Do we push topside or we fall back? My guess is we fall back. So RSI, get rid of it. MACD, go back to MACD. Yep, softening up, softening up. See that first light yellow here? We're already positive. Nice scalp, nice drop, nice drop. All right, take profit. We're at 20% already. Trying to do percentages when we're doing this so that you're not hyper focused on like, oh, I made $5 or 5,000. Just do the percentage based trading where it's like you hit a certain percentage out, you hit a top side signal for it's all like just literally you're just trying to win at a certain percentage ratio. Like you're trying to win 70% of the time or 80. Well, I mean, if you're winning 80% of the time, that's amazing. But your percentage ratio is trying to stay at that like 70% ish. And then, of course, where you're taking your profit, set in your mind a percentage that you feel comfortable with, that you would feel comfortable with, like taking profit. So mine's always 20%. And if I'm feeling hyper bullish, I will take out 50% of my trade on the 20%. If I'm feeling very bullish on the trade, then I will wait for the 30% and I'll take out the remainder. And it's just, it keeps me, especially on like a active trading account like this, keeps me trading, looking for entries, looking for exits, allows me to scalp trade instead of like swing trade or like intraday where it's like I set a trade for long term. It has a low percentage. Maybe one of my things for like a large trade, you're trading with large numbers, 1,000 plus, whatever large means to you. 3.3 is kind of like my high. Super bullish on something. I know that going into the next day, the percentage ratio for it to be higher is greater. So then I'll go with that 3.3. If I know that it's not, or I'm not confident, then I will typically try to do like a 2x. That's with like with large capital. I don't typically do that with smaller capital. Smaller capital go up all the way up to 20x. That's kind of like, actually, funny enough, that is my degen trading. But right now I'm trying my hand at the absolute insane leverage amounts. You can see here we are falling off still on the volume. So MACD is saying short side, and RSI is saying it's saying that we're pushing, but we're right at the 50, so it really could break either way. So we do not want to get right in the middle of the road there. This is on the 1 minute. It's on the lower for the 15, and let's see where it is. And this is on the high for the higher time frame. The way to think about that conceptually is on the 1 minute, obviously, is extremely short time frame. If you want to in and out, pay attention to this. 15 minute, of course, around the 15 minute, you're going to want to, the RSI is on the low. So for the next 15 minutes, you're going to want to pay attention to whether this breaks low or breaks a little higher. It does look like it could come back up to the moving average. That's where it kind of looks like it wants to go, could potentially within the next 15 minutes. But remember, this is not a golden goose. It doesn't always play out that way. And then look at your higher time frame. The higher time frame says potentially moving a little lower before we bounce higher. As you can see here, same exact situation. Oh, maybe we're going somewhere, and then boom, it drops. Okay, goes back here. And then you're like, oh, it's at mid-range, and then you get into the mid-range, you're like, oh, it'll go higher. See this here? And all of a sudden it breaks down. breaks down. Now you have the low RSI breaks back up. So it's just an indicator that you should look at to gauge. Not exactly a crystal ball. Right now on the 4 minute, we're still in the dark red selling off, or 4 hour, I mean. On the 15 minute, we're on the buy. So like I said, I literally just said it's probably going to go to the moving average. It looks like it's breaking above. Hard to see, actually. Well, it's tapping the moving average, which is exactly what I said I would just do. This is actually moving above. So we had a break up, which is good. The money flow came back, which is what that indicator is showing. And then what do we got here? Let's try to expand this a little bit. After you get past a minute, it kind of gets a little crazy. So the RSI is actually pushing to the upside. This is on the 1 minute though, so this is like a grain of salt. Like don't take that to heart. 1 minute's good for like entry though. If you're doing high leverage, I would say do not do anything with the 4 hour because it doesn't make any sense. Like look at the lower time frames. Try to gauge for yourself where that's going. If you're going to do any chart work. If you're just guessing, still use the 1 minute on high leverage. Well, if you got into that trade, it looks like you're doing pretty good on Sol. It is breaking above. Are we hitting it? Okay, so we're still bumping right up against it. So that's resistance right now. It does look like that kind of followed all the way through here. You can see this is topside resistance for the moment on the 15. You can see there. And it did break above and then gravitate right back towards the 95 area. So that's kind of support and resistance for this area at the moment. Remember, we can only do moments in time. So history's not really, I just always found if you're like, oh, it did this in history and it might do this. I've always found that's probably not the best way to trade. I've always got bitten in the butt when I've done that in the past. So I try to just trade on what is happening locally, you know, within this time frame here where you can see I don't go all the way back and back test things and all that good jazz. If there's an indicator out there that is something that you use that does that, of course, much more reliable than a janitor on the internet. Let's see. All right, so we're still seeing inward money flow. We're actually, let's see if we're on the DGen account. I really need a good entry for the 10 to 1000 account. I'm just really risk averse with this. I don't want to go cray cray because I could blow it up and then we lose the challenge. But it's also hurting me in the short term. Let's see. MACD, looking for that short. We're hitting resistance pretty heavy. Do we do it on the 10 to 1000? Oh, it already broke down. See, on the DGen account, I would on the DGen account, I probably would have just went right in with that. That's why being nervous with your bag is can be good, but can also hurt you really with the entries, because then you get real nervous about trying to get in. I don't even know what. Oh, wow. Already almost spent an hour. All right. And let's just do a market overview really quick. It looks like Micron has lost a little bit of edge for today. SPY is down about 0.5%. Intel is down as well. Qualcomm down 10%. Not sure why that is. Could look further into that, see if that would be a good trade. Tesla, always a good trade in my opinion. I'm extremely biased. Do not listen to me on that. Bag bias, maybe. Let's see. Eli Lilly. That's a big one to watch for like FDA approval and stuff. Holy cow. If it got like FDA approval on some of its peptides, you might see this thing just go crazy. Although it already has, to be honest. If you look at the, yeah, see? Sheesh. Holy moly. So, equities. SanDisk. This is the one that I'm really bummed about. Not bummed because early on had a guy tell me to buy in. Probably, I don't even know. Yeah, it was way back. It was actually even before this. Yeah, I was about to say it was way before this. What do we have? 15 minutes? Oh, it's through the 1 day. Good lord. Yeah. Ooh, that's super depressing. All right. Well, yeah. Last year he told me to buy in. I think it was even before Christmas. So this is like Christmas time. Had a guy who was really in the know with the AI stuff and basically told me to buy any storage play, which would have been Micron and SanDisk. I didn't listen. I think I know it all because I'm the janitor. Boy, am I dumb. Both of these would have performed. Actually, he told me to invest in this thing called, you might want to look it up. It's called DRAM. It's like a mutual fund or something like that. Some sort of like basket of goods where it's like 5 different storage plays, and it has absolutely gone insane. So for him, obviously for his work, he actually does this for a living. So he is looking pretty good at his work right now. But I also should have listened. The other one, there's another one he was saying to look at. I'll have to look it up, see if we can get it on here. But good trade, or it was a maximally good trade for sure. And I don't think they're going to slow down. I mean, they've had any of these massive pullbacks. They've had such good. But I mean, basically, their products being bought up so much that they literally have infinite demand right now. So, looking for an entry on these would be smart to any massive pullback. Like now, actually, would probably do really, really well long term. So, longer term investment. Of course, not financial advice. Always do your own research. It's for educational purposes only. Right? Right. Let's see. And chip. See, this is the thing. I don't know a lot about chip. I really got to research a lot. We have so many assets now on here that I just literally don't know that much about them. And then this one I have heard a lot about, but it has absolutely ripped. Sheesh. Okay. That is crazy. That is crazy talk. All right. Wow. Well. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a little research right now. Live on. This is what I do. I'm kind of going to do what I would normally do, which is just research it. Let's see. Venice AI. Okay, that came with absolutely nothing. Do they not have an X account? What the hell? Venice AI. We'll see. Oh, they're there. Ask Venice. Interesting. So, private, uncensored AI. Ooh, all right. That could always be. Well, that could be. Yikes. Censored AI. Let's see. The world's #1 ranked video model is now on Venice. Nice. They got Dance 2.0. Ah, they're being listed everywhere. Gotcha. I'm going to try to do some research on it to see what kind of weird. Where were they at? Oh, is this consensus? Let's see. Yeah, it was like a consensus interview. Oh, damn. Nice custom colors here. Open cloud. Let's see. What? Nice. I like how it's just instantly, they didn't waste time with anything else. They didn't add any other shenaniganery. They did the whole cinematic landing page kind of thing. I actually really dig that. But it does seem like everybody's kind of, because of AI, everybody's kind of doing that now. Nothing against it. It's just seems like a lot of people are doing that. This is cool. They're using the, not so crypto native. They're doing the whole making sure that it's just like internet native login. Ooh, that transition with the ask still there. Very cool. Yeah, this looks nice. Really clean, really simple. Private, unbiased, perfect. The 2 words they want to highlight are right there in your face. Private, unbiased. AI, images, chat, and more. So they've got it all. Yeah, code, characters, cool, character. Just character. Oh, gotcha. Setting up a scene. So like video is basically. Private inference. Utilize Venice permission API to build a highly performant AI application. Build global and average sort of open source model for inference image structure. Cool. This is really neat. This is pretty good, and they already have their freemium model set up. That's cool. We dig. Everything they want you to pay attention to. Kind of dust it out there. And then the end is back to the chat again. Not great. That's weird. But guess that works. Beginning and end, both chat. It's pretty cool. All right. Interesting. Definitely interesting. So we learned a little bit more about the Venice. Did not mean to close that out. Venice AI. Hopefully I was sharing that whole time. Yeah. You can see why they exploded. They're being listed right now. So where are we on the charts? So we climbed the wall of worry. That's good. Broke above the moving average. So now it's going to act as support. See if we go back to support, and then we'll see what happens there for the last bit. As always, guys, I really appreciate you tuning into Degen Hour. Every day, opening bell, and we try to make sure that we're bringing you the latest and greatest from V2 Beta. V2 Beta, we are having let me pause this. We're having a massive listing event where we're just listing all kinds of different assets. So obviously, if you don't have access to V2 Beta, we'd be more than happy to get you access if you are a Flash user, Flash Power user. If not, if you're just getting here, if you are on this live, drop a comment and we will get to you as long as it is during the live. But if you're an actual Flash Power user, you've used the platform quite a bit, we'd love to get you on here, get you trying it out. Oh, broke down below it now. So we broke. Do we fall? Do we fall? Do we fall? Interesting. Tough play. We are right on the moving average. Sheesh. My guess would be we break down, but not sure. Where's RSI at? If you would like access to V2, reach out. We'd be more than happy to whitelist you. We do, it's a more of a manual process, so we do have to whitelist. It is a permissioned at the moment as we are in beta and we are using it as a testing environment. Oops, I keep doing that. To stress test the V2 system, we also have a ton of equities, crypto, a lot of exotic plays on here. So, of course, all the equities that are on here, all the metals, commodities, Forex, and crypto. So, this is expanding on our vision. Oh, there we go. We broke down. There we go. And the DGen Hour is an effort to show you the power of V2 and show you how V2 can really, just with the no transaction costs, they're essentially subsidized, and the no confirmation screen. So you can get in and out of trades extremely fast. Just like now, if we were to want to get in this trade right here with $10, you can instantly get in and we can watch our trade live time. So then we can go back here and we can watch our trade live. If we want to quickly get out, we can quickly get out. I mean, it is literally so easy, out already. So you saw me, I just scalp traded that, made about 20 cents, and super, super seamless. Just so we can show you the power of V2. In and out, very quick, pith price feeds. V2 is going to be the new standard for trading on Solana. The next biggest thing, if you did watch Flash Hour, was that we are moving towards a order book model. As Zahaib has explained in the past, and forgive me if I'm retarded, I am the janitor here. So I believe what the process there, and I should say the process slash reason there is the best way to explain is basically, so when you get into a trade right now, you're going against our pool, right? That's the pool two-peer model. The next step or evolution for Flash Trade was that we had to get this instant environment set up for market makers. You know where I'm going with that? So that now, if they can beat our pool, so if they can give our traders a better fill than basically our pool can, which is going to be, difficult for market makers, but we're on the same playing field here. We're on the same playing field as in the environment now. It's not an unstable environment like mainnet can be sometimes. No offense to mainnet. I'm not trying to bash anything like that. It's just that this is an extremely stable environment to where we're able to, instantly open up those trades and settle on mainnet, so that everything is still completely secured by mainnet. This is just, a siloed environment for market makers, and it would be a much more beneficial for market makers. So if they can beat our pool and help our traders get a better fill, right, with better terms, then the market maker can, absolutely take the trade. This is in an effort to deepen liquidity, bring order books finally to, so it'd be like a hybrid pool to peer order book style. Instead of the pool or AMM being the backstop, which it typically is on most exchanges, it's actually the front door. It's saying you're not allowed to interact with our traders unless you can beat our pool. So it kind of forces market makers to offer better terms for traders. Otherwise, the pool would take the trade. So it's in my opinion, it's much more adversarial model, to where the traders are kind of, and the pool are first-class citizens, and the market maker is forced to compete, not only with each other, but with the pool. So it's competing with the house model, which is pretty intense. And this environment is the best for them because they can get in and out of their positions where they're putting their money very, very quickly, without the stress of not being able to land a transaction, not being able to get out of their positions from the market maker's perspective. So, and of course, no transaction costs and things of that nature. There'd also be a bunch of other customizations for market makers that make a lot of sense for them to want to uh, market make on chain with Flash Trade. So that is the direction of Flash Trade at the moment. Good Lord. Good thing I got out of that long. Sheesh. All right. Okay. Just for good measure, we want to quickly be completely degenerate. Throw in a, oh no, don't get away from me. No, degen trade. All right, sweet. In. Go. We're at the bottom. Let's watch it slip way past. Be like, no. All right. Let's see. Where's that liquidation? Okay, we're still good. But yeah, so that would be the future of Flash Trade. If you watch Flash Hour, always good to watch Flash Hour. Keeps you up to date with everything Flash Trade, which is really super important as especially as the crypto market kind of winds back up. You'll be able to see the direction of where we're going. We do cover, a ton of things on Flash Hour, between State of the Trenches, which is like a Solana kind of overview, just points that we like to bring up, cool things that we find, like Jurassic Fi. Thought that was really funny. We also brought up like JP Morgan moving into the space, the axis of evil, and a few other things that we bring up during State of the Trenches. We do a highlight, something specific on Flash Trade that we love to bring up just to the community that we think they should keep their eye on, like V2, which is what we keep bringing up now. Keep pounding the table with that of how much of a game changer this truly is. And then, of course, we also bring up, what we got done this week to keep us accountable to our community. And we bring up the last portion of Flash Hours always, what did we, or what is the roadmap? So like, where are we headed? We kind of pontificate on things that will transpire here at Flash Trade. I'm going to get out of this trade before it turns on me. Profit. Things that will transpire here in the future at Flash Trade. Sometimes those change based off of dynamics of like what exactly is happening in the crypto market, new technologies that come out. We're always abreast of the latest and greatest that is happening on chain. Zaheb, by the way, our lead architect, the smartest guy that I know. I call him my best friend. He does not work that out. Unbelievable. And he's just unbelievably smart. Every time I talk to him, I walk away from the table feeling much smarter, much more informed on exactly what's going on in the Solana ecosystem, or better understanding. So when he talks, I listen, and I have a immense amount of respect for him and what he has built here at Flash Trade. Since he's the lead architect, I think the least we can do is give him the kudos that he deserves for what he has built, and the team. The team, of course, is top notch. But yeah, other than that, I appreciate you so much for joining in on Degen Hour, happening every single day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I appreciate it if you tune in when you can. Obviously, every single day you might not be able to jump in. This is a much more laxed, laid back, just trading environment where you and I get to, shoot the breeze and talk trading, talk news, make sure that you are up to date on all things Flash Trade V2. And moving into the future, we'll be looking to get some guests on here who would like to trade, offer their, not financial advice, always do your own research, insight and education into the markets. So that will be coming up as well, trying to work out some really top traders that potentially just never really get the green light on X, but they're excellent traders. They have a great history onto their trades. So to bring just better education to you all. So again, really appreciate your time on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I will see you tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern AM, Eastern Standard Time, whatever time that is your time. And as always, traders, I'll see you in the markets.